Hello, fam. What happens when you're just here to pick up your tickets and they try to bully, strong arm, badger you into signing up for another appointment? I just wanted my tickets. What to do when the tiniest of obstacles seems insurmountable? And finally, good deeds. I am a random, awesome mom in the Midwest. This is the love of my life, Dr. Ryan Russell. Let's discuss.
I made sure she added the awesome part because that doesn't begin to describe her. We went to Branson this week and it was really awesome.
That was awesome.
The last time I was like 8 years old, so I definitely had a different take on it.
The last time you were in Branson?
Yeah, I was 8 years old.
I don't think I've been into Branson since I was probably 4 years old, something like that. The Ozarks, yes, but not Branson. So we thought, let's head on down for a shindig. We live in Missouri. We should know Branson, don't you think?
Yeah, we should.
So he looked up all the events, planned everything, which was so great. He told me what shows we're seeing, what day, and I was perfectly happy just to put a thing in my GPS and drive. So thank you. All we got to do is pick up our tickets when we get there. So we've been driving for 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
Almost 4. He said, this is the address. I'm going to go in, run in, grab those tickets.
Because, yeah, they tell you be there 4 hours early. Well, we're like
4 hours early.
So, which would have been 1:30. We were there at 4:30 waiting to get to the Dolly Parton Stampede.
Well, the Dolly Parton, yeah, the show started at 5:30. We want to give ourselves at least an hour. You never know how parking is going to be or how accessibility. So anyway, we're like, we're going to grab those tickets and be at the show at 4:30. Perfect. And she's asking me, so is there anywhere you want to travel? And I'm like, my husband wants to go to Scotland. Do you like seafood? I'm like, sometimes. What if I paid for your dinner tomorrow? What if I sent you on a 8-day cruise to Scotland for $189? And I'm like, I just want to pick up my, they put me in line behind the rope. It's like a bank. There's all these counters and people with their brochures and they're talking about, they're planning their trip. And I'm like, I just want to pick up my tickets. Can I go ahead of you? Because I'm not here for the spiel. But no, she wanted to know how long we were here. And I said, just a couple days. We're from Kansas City. We just came down, see a couple shows. I just want my tickets. So she's like, well, let's go say hello to Ryan in the parking lot because he was inside. I'm just going to run in and pick those up and, not turn this in. I was like, we're trying to get to the show. I never wear a watch, but we're trying to get to the show. Can I just have my tickets?
Yeah, and I'm sitting out there watching the van clock. I'm like, why is this taking so much? Going on? I saw somebody go in and come back out and get, 2 other people go back in. I know. So I see Angela and this lady come out, they need to verify it's me before they give her the ticket. So I'm like, should I ask some question? Yeah. And she just starts yammering all this stuff.
Badgering, yammering, throwing numbers at us. Well, what if I pick up your dinner on Friday? What if we're like,
and then she started telling me stuff that I knew was wrong. I corrected her. Oh, no. Said, hey, we got to get to the Dolly Parton Stampede. Oh, that's just down the road. I said,
I was like, ma'am, we're not flying in a plane to Scotland. See, he's dying. We got to go. Yes, I pulled that card out.
Yeah,
and I would do it again.
Yeah, and I told her, just give us our tickets. I said, we'll talk about it. We'll be back tomorrow.
I was in sales for 20 years. This was some hard selling, and I wish I'd asked her, does this really work? This, very, very pushy, hard sell, I should have just put the car in reverse.
Yeah, she finally handed us the tickets.
Yeah, we wanted our tickets.
We did not go the next day.
We did not go for the presentation, but we were supposed to go the next day. The next day was pouring rain. It was a total downpour. I think they got 3.5 inches that day, so we really couldn't mini golf. So we are like, okay, we're going to go to this timeshare presentation. And we Googled, we're ready. Tell them we don't make enough money. Tell them, start the clock, and then we're going to leave after the 90 minutes is over. So we get to the the front desk. We're here for our presentation.
See their psychology stuff. Angela wanted their self.
I wanted to see, what they said.
I'm going to be like, I see. This would work better. We're going to tell them what to do better, critique them.
We're going to let them know we are not interested in their timeshare, sucker.
But give us our
BAM! Money. Give us our $250. We're out of here. So we get there and she's like, do you make $50,000 a year? And I'm like, no. Are you kidding? No, he's on disability. Give us our money.
Yeah, and then they're like, let me talk to my manager.
Let me see how to handle this. It's a lot of paperwork.
Yeah, we wrote something down in the paper. Really? They wouldn't let us go back and change anything after we said it. So,
we didn't get our $249.
no, we didn't get to pass go.
We were ready to let them know we were not interested. However, I thought about it. I did the math. $250 for 3 nights. That's $83 a night. It was like an apartment. I would say it looked like apartments they'd made over. So they were really nice.
Yeah, they're really nice.
No, I was ready to be like, we don't golf. I mean, what? He can't golf. We were gonna tell those suckers no.
Yeah. Anyway.
She's like, sorry, you gotta leave. You don't get your gift. Goodbye.
So we talked about the phone. You know what? For all you know, we're very wealthy. We don't want.
We might have a lot of money, and you just missed an opportunity.
Yeah, they didn't seem to care.
Anyway, when they call, and I mean, maybe sitting through a 90-minute presentation is worth it for the free dinner or the hotel stay, whatever. Go ahead, but know going in that they might try to come at you. Are we talking about Dogwood Canyon?
Oh yeah,
we went to Dogwood Canyon. It's gorgeous. It's down in southern Missouri, kind of like the border of Arkansas. It's Lampy, Missouri, which is further south than Branson. But waterfalls, a paved trail. I like to know.
The trail's amazing.
I like to know the paved trails around that are wheelchair friendly because I like to walk, get out in nature. Our son loves nature, taking pictures. So the paved trail of the day. It's on our Facebook, but gorgeous trail because it's wide enough. They have tram rides too, and praise the Lord, they have tram where the back they fold the seat up so it can accommodate wheelchairs, which is always the first thing we look for. So very, very accessible, wheelchair friendly. The deck going out to view the lake and the waterfall, beautiful restaurant, beautiful, a nice ramp. They have a lift and a ramp, so you could go down the little elevator lift thing or down the ramp to where the trails are. So it's really nice.
It is all perfect, and then we found one little thing.
There's this beautiful little chapel. I think people have their weddings there because it's really nice. And I'm going to go in. I'm like, you go in the front because I'm going to recreate our wedding. And he's like in the doorway, not able to move. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's the problem?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm stuck.
He was stuck. There's a little threshold.
Yeah, and then the concrete was like pitted and looking fancy. So my wheels are down.
Yeah. Like not a nice paved sidewalk, but like it was pretty. It's like a rock kind of formation ramp.
Yeah, and then we hear the tram out there. It's, all right, we're going to get out and go look at the chapel. I'm like...
Yeah, a sea of people is going around him in the door, and he was you were not excited.
I was trying to get out of the way, and I'm stuck over here in the corner because I couldn't back up. And you need help? I'm like, no, it's okay. Just go ahead. Go.
I didn't know what was going on. I was in the front of the chapel on the other side of the sea of people coming through the door, like going around him. I thought they would stop and allow us to move, not just stampede us. But anyway, that tiny little threshold, everything was great, and then the littlest thing can hold you back. And I mean, this is such a good metaphor for life.
What is that little thing that's holding you back? And I think the most important thing is whatever that little thing is, do you let that completely stop everything and be negative?
Seriously, what have you experienced in your life? How did you overcome it? Looking back, could you have done something differently? Because I bet you $1 if I had been like, excuse me, 2 gentlemen, could you help me push? Could we heave-ho him over it would have worked. But you were getting flustered. You wanted to go. I mean, I think a lot of times people in wheelchairs, correct me if I'm wrong, you don't want to be in the way. You don't want to be taking up more space than you're allowed.
We want to be. We don't want to be.
Well, I feel like you probably were embarrassed and flustered, and we just waited for all the people to pass by, and then we're like, ugh. And then I went over because I was gonna film you coming out, so they could see the ramp. Oh, and there was another way around, but it was gravel. Yeah. You're not gonna drive one of these on gravel, especially
after
we said after
all
all that rain. So I think they did so great making everything so accessible, but you can't think of everything unless you are a wheelchair person and you know what that life is like. No, but you can, that little tiny inch of wood didn't have to, it didn't ruin our day. It was a great day.
No, in fact.
But you couldn't get in to see the view.
We had something happen after that was really made up for it, I think.
We went to lunch, which I didn't, we're going to go because, anyway, Ryan wanted his bison burger, his $24 bison burger.
A cup of elk soup.
Elk soup.
Beautiful view.
So if you ride the tram, it takes you down a little further than where the paved path goes. You only can get there on the tram, and you can see they have longhorns, elk, bison. So we missed all of that. So we got to eat it at the restaurant.
Yeah, and
the next best
we're
thing.
talking, and the lady had brought the bill. They were sitting there talking a little bit there. That she comes
I'm like,
back,
let me get the card out. Here's this.
and she's like, well, actually, what she's...
Somebody paid your bill. They were sitting right over there behind you, watching you. It takes us a while in a restaurant because I'm feeding them soup, eating my food. It's a whole production. And we try to be incognito, but she said people were watching you all and wanted to pay for your bill. I was like, so I wanted to cry.
Yeah,
and they had already left. We don't even know who it was. Anyway, you don't have to pay everyone's restaurant bill, but pay it forward. Good deeds. We were like upset about the chapel, even though everything else was awesome. And we're like, and then someone paid for our lunch.
Yeah, sometimes it paying forward, it can just be nice to people.
Being nice to people. Taking your little corner of the world and making it better. No good deed goes unrewarded. And do it just because, not because you're going to get a reward. Someone may never step up and pay for your lunch, or maybe they will. Maybe they do things you never even, like, I would like to do things anonymously. That's just me. I don't need credit.
I want to do that.
Secret Santa. Doesn't have to be Christmas for Secret Santa.
Whatever happens in your life, the good things, if you help somebody, they do something for you, let us know. We'd love to hear that. Talk about it on the show, good things.
Who has paid it forward to you?
Yes. And also, next week, you're going to find out more about this shirt that I'm wearing. That's an awesome thing in itself. That's David and Goliath. So come back for the next episode to hear about that. All right.
People are amazing. Thank you for coming, spending a few minutes with us. Hurry back.
We'll miss you. Thanks.